And scream and shout and let it happen.
Hello everyone, how are we doing out there tonight?
Yeah!
My name's Jim Hannan. So do any of you recognize me from my HBO special? I was the guy that Destiny was blowing in Real Hookers of Atlantic City. Her name ended up being Frank. What a cop that girl had on her. So before every show, I'm home, alone, jerking off. Where's my masturbators out there? Give me a show of hands. Yeah? Come on, how come you don't have your hand up? She knows you jerk off, right? She just wants to know who you think about when you jerk off. You thinking about her little sister? So I'm home alone jerking off, and my dog starts staring at me. I can't concentrate. So I change the channel and find something for the dog to watch, and he wanders off. And my wife walks in and catches me whacking off to the Westminster Dog Show. I try to explain, I'm not watching it. I did rewind for that cute little Cocker Spaniel, though. While we're on the subject of deviant sex with animals, let's talk about the Catholic Church. They're trying to get attendance up at the Catholic Church. Take me, for example. Last time I was at church, they married me. And I'm still pretty pissed at them over that. So the new Pope is an avid gardener. He has a watermelon patch in the backyard behind the Vatican. Wait a second, that's not right. That's the White House that has the watermelon patch. So I was a little pissed at the Catholic Church. They didn't explain the stages of marriage. First stage of marriage is everywhere sex. You have sex on the kitchen table, sex on the steps. And during this time, my daughter walked in on us. The next morning, she asked her mother, "Mommy, why was Daddy sticking that thing between your legs?" She said, "Honey, that's where babies come from." Which brings us to the next stage of marriage, which is bedroom sex. Bedroom had sex. Again, my daughter walked in on us. Only this time, Mommy was going down on Daddy. So she was very confused. She asked her the next morning, "Mommy, why was Daddy sticking that thing in your mouth?" She says, "Honey, that's where jewelry comes from." So me and my wife are currently not at this stage. The only thing my wife will go down on these days is a casino elevator. We're at the stage I like to call hallway sex. That's where we walk by each other in the hallway and say, "Fuck you." Now she can still melt my heart with those three little words. So we're at the dinner table having that same old argument. Is oral sex and regular sex the same thing? My argument is, why are they priced differently? So I'm at this Oriental massage parlor. Asian whore licking jelly out of my ass. And I think my wife is right. I am becoming my father. So we're at the same dinner table, and I had a little Freudian slip. I meant to ask my wife, "Honey, would you pass the salt?" And what I said was, "You fucking bitch, you ruined my life." So it's hard. I've been married a long time. I've been married 30 years. Recently celebrated 30 years. No, don't applaud. Don't applaud. I've only been faithful for 2 of them. I'm kidding. I'm only kidding. I've only been married 29 years. A lot of beautiful couples in the audience. Look out here. Well, you guys probably still fuck each other face to face, don't you? Yeah, it's not that way. It's all face down, ass up with me and my wife. You'll get there, don't you worry. Very sexy, though. We usually start out and I have that sleep apnea mask on. It looks like I'm parking jet fighter planes. So once we get started, we get that fat stomach slapping on that fat ass. She tried to spice things up a little bit. She went out and bought a couple of clappers for the bedroom. Lights on, lights on. The reason me and my wife were going at it, and she was sick. So she's sneezing and coughing while we're doing it. Snoffing, if you will. So she has this snoffing fit and snoffs me right out of there. So I go to slide it back in, and she snorted. Now, I'm not talking a regular snort, I'm talking a pussy snort. I was shocked, I snit all over her. There's no snucking going on when she's snick anymore. So I'm an amateur comedian. During the day, I come from one of the most hated professions there is. I'm a car salesman.
Yeah!
First you have child molesters, then you have lawyers, and then you have child molesters. I mean, rapists are number 4 on the list. At least with a rapist you get laid. All you ever get with a car salesman is screwed. I have a friend of mine who put himself through law school selling cars. I figured we get him to molest someone, we could have a senator on our hands. So when customers piss me off, I go in the back and I work up a little leather conditioner for that leather-wrapped steering wheel they have. It's been happening a lot. I have to keep a DVD of the Westminster Dog Show at work. So I like to have fun with the customers. I like to ask them things like, the car comes in red, green, and brown. You think maybe your wife would like to take it in the brown? Or I noticed a little paintwork in the rear of your car. Have you ever been hit in the ass in the rear of that car? I had a woman say, yeah, someone banged me in the ass at the red light right up the street. So a long time ago, me and some friends of mine rented a shore house when I was in high school. We met these older hairdressers, and these women passed us boys around like we were playthings. Now today, you would probably use the word molest. But back then, we used the word grateful. So their cousin came down, Cousin Joan, took a liking to me, took me in the bedroom, pushed my head down between her legs. Now this is the late 70s. This is prior to the whole grooming craze. I mean, it was like I was sucking face with buckwheat down there. So I'm going down there, and she taps me on the back of the head. She says, hey, Cupcake, why don't you give the asshole a rest and move up into the pussy? I couldn't find it. It looked like an angry badger down there. So she starts to go down on me, and nothing's happened, and I'm scared, I'm nervous. And she shoves her finger up my ass to about the 5th knuckle. Now, I wasn't sure about this finger up the ass, but I gave her 45 minutes to cut it out. That's all I got for tonight, folks. Thank you for coming out.
Yeah!
My name is Hannan. Come on up. Hey, hey, hey.
Matt's tied up.